Well, what we're finding out is that this season is bringing out the best in us, and we're helping other people. We're reaching out to other people. We're praying for other people. But this season is also bringing out the worst in us. Maybe it's just me, but probably not. But I'm finding that this season is bringing out some of the issues that I thought maybe I had under control. Mostly when it comes, to be completely honest, with anger. I have been embarrassed by the way that my anger has displayed itself in the last few weeks. And I'm not violent or anything like that, but on occasion, in normal life, I'd find myself getting a little irritated and getting a little angry. But man, it seems like right now, it's just right underneath the surface, and it like pops through the surface without much coaching. Well, why is that? Why do we have all this anger, and what are we supposed to do about it? Well, here's why we have the anger. Here's what we know about anger, is that anger comes from frustration, and frustration comes from unmet expectation. Anger comes from frustration, and frustration comes from unmet expectations. So the root of anger is unmet expectations. Well, are our expectations being met in this season? No way. No way. Like, I expect to be able to go to the store without this big production. That's not the case. I expect that my paycheck is going to be consistent. That's not a case for a lot of folks. I'm expecting that I can go where I want to go when I want to go. That's not the case. I expect that I can go to work. I can't. Like, all of our expectations have shifted, and because they've shifted, they've caused frustration, and because they've caused frustration, they cause anger. And who do we take our anger out on? Not strangers. We're not calling up some random stranger and taking our anger out on them. We're taking our anger out on those people who we love the most and we're the closest to. The people in our house. We're taking our anger out on our spouse. We're taking our anger out on our kids, on the dog, like whoever. But we've got to go somewhere and like get rid of our anger. Maybe there's a better way. So we know we're anger, the cause of the anger, but what do we do about it? Well, here's just a little tip. In Proverbs chapter 15, and verse 1, Proverbs 15:1 says this: a gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. What happens when we're angry is somebody says something to us, we're like, yeah, oh yeah, and our anger, when it bubbles through, it's going to come out with harsh words. So listen, here's what we have to do. Those don't do any good. If you say a harsh word, that's just going to escalate somebody else bringing a harsh word back to you, because they're dealing with anger as well, and then it just builds on to each other, right? So what we have to do is this. Take a breath. Think, and then speak. Take a breath. Think, and then speak. Don't just speak. Because most times we speak and then we're like, now I'm just going to stir all this up, because a harsh word stirs up even more anger. But if we take a breath, we think, and then we speak, we can speak a gentle answer. And maybe we just need to do what our mama taught us all along. If we don't have something nice to say, don't say nothing at all. We're in a season, friends, that's going to challenge our anger because all of our expectations have been blown. But listen, let's stop, let's think, and then let's speak. And when we speak, let's not speak words of harshness or words of death. Let's speak words of peace and words of life.